Okay, so that was really close. So I still didn't convert it yet. So I was still using these scooter batteries, and I need to figure out what went wrong, because obviously once I have a bigger pack or with you know 20 times the power and capacity, having something like that happen would be like pretty much disastrous. So I was riding to the post office just to pick up some stamps, and I accelerated, and I think I hit a bump or something. I'm not sure, and all of a sudden I heard a loud pop. Um, that's bad. So that pop. So this is the result of that pop. One of these scooter packs basically exploded. And I was able to pull over near a really big gas station just out of the way, and I was able to pull out the pack that was burning, or that was still fizzing at the point. It wasn't burning yet. It was fizzing at that point, and it's like some cells were popping. So I was able to get the pack out before it completely so these cells here, these are cells that I don't think they actually popped yet. Um, so they're actually still kind of warm. I carried them in this bag with, on top of this stuff. But yeah, so all these cells are pretty much dead. They popped. I was able to separate out all the packs, or the pack that was affected, put it on the ground, and just let it fizzle and pop out. Because with lithium fires, there's nothing you can do, supposedly, from my understanding. So, and I was talking to the gas station attendant, who was really nice, or the manager or assistant manager. He was really nice. He was just helping me, just waiting it out and whatnot, see if I needed any help. But yeah, this actually caught on fire, and this is only 150 watt hours. So I'm getting 3.4 kilowatt hours. So I did something wrong. Something went wrong, either with my. I don't think the wiring went wrong. I think the pack that broke. I think it's the pack that had like an imperfect. It had like some rubbing off on the bottom of it. So, and the rest of these packs I think are. So this pack, which was next to it, is, yeah. I'm not gonna use this pack, or I'm not gonna do anything with this pack other than try to dispose of it slowly and just let the battery trickle out of it. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad. You can see like, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Like I had a pack go bad before, and in that case, what happened was it just kind of died, and it was just sort of sucking out power from the rest of it. It didn't explode or anything. It didn't do anything crazy. I think in that case, I think this was I don't know if the batteries when I left were 81 volts, which means each one was like 4.05 or something like that, right? So they're not really fully charged. Well, they're pretty much charged. So, and I was drawing current from them, which means I don't see how they could pop. It could be overcharged or overcurrent. I guess maybe an overcurrent and then it popped. But even then, I don't think that's a situation where I think the situation where it pops is when you're charging it and you get overcharged. I haven't seen the situation where you're drawing more current than maybe there was the BMS failed or something and didn't protect the cell and it was drawing more current and it popped. I don't think it pops in that situation. I think it only pops when you're putting current in and you're exceeding you're going beyond the cell. So I suspect what happened is that it was a puncture, and like when I had this in there, there was some play in it. So like it was jumping up, it was bouncing up and down a little bit sometimes, um, because there wasn't enough padding in there. I suspect that, and it was on the bottom here, so it's probably was rubbing against. And I believe the source started in this corner, so I believe it was probably rubbing up against this wall or something like that, and it just kind of eventually rubbed away at the plastic and also at the protective covering of the battery, and that's why it caused it to pop. I think that's probably what is going on. Um, so what I'm gonna do, I don't know. That was kind of scary, to be honest. The battery fire, that was pretty bad. So when well, I already ordered the batteries, so I think I gotta be much more careful with the new bike, with the new batteries. In terms of just taking my time and making sure there's no vibrations. There's all corners are padded, or all corners that rub against something is padded. Um, yeah, so we don't have that situation again. And I bought the batteries that are fully enclosed, so that's a added protection. So I'll put some protection on top of that as well, just to make sure that everything is solid. So for this pack, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm really surprised that it popped. Well, man, that's probably the only way it would pop. Right? I gotta figure out if this is this still good. It looks okay. I need to clean this out. I need to clean this connection out a little bit to see if this still is okay. And then clean out all this crap in there too. Um, so I'm not gonna use that pack anymore. I need to figure a way to safely discharge that pack to zero. I'll probably just plug it into the bike and then see what I can do to discharge it. Yeah, and I also lost a whole bunch of. So this one, how are these wires? Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to even use these wires anymore. I think they're okay, man. I have extra wires. Yeah, so that was pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to my other XT90 connector. Oh, okay. I think this is this. Yeah, what happened to my other XT90 connector? This one's loose too. So yeah, so I'm just gonna. I know I'm gonna connect this one to the bike real quick, and then I'm gonna slowly discharge it. Um, yeah, or I'm just gonna leave it alone and just let it self-discharge. Oh, here's the other connector. Okay. Yeah. Do I even try? So okay. So now I have this pack and this pack. So I need to make packs with three then, basically. Separate out all those. Put these three of these together, and yeah, and then pad the bike a little bit better. Um, or do I just not use any of these things again? And this side panel is pretty much kind of messed up. It's already cracked pretty badly right there. I probably can still stick it back on there, using another, drilling another hole. I can do that. I can just try to repair that a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this a little bit, see if I can salvage it. See what the hell is going on with the. Yeah, okay. So I know one of these packs had a problem. I think it was this one. See, this one's. See, it's chipped a little bit at the bottom there. But this one's not the one that. So this one is definitely right there. So, or the one that exploded was definitely right there. So it must have chipped or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. These are just really cheap scooter pack cells, and yeah, that was a little bit concerning, but okay. I guess I can take it apart a little bit, and also in terms of the motor, um, I might just buy another Cyclone for this motor here, for this bottom bracket. Because I don't know. Yeah, the hub motor is actually, I found out it was actually coming from overseas. So it's going to take way too long to get here. So I just might do a mid-drive on this one as well. There's a couple of different ways I can do it. I need to think about this because I could actually get So I bought 8S, 8 modules, which is 16S. And if I go 14S, that's a 52 volt battery. So I have extra module for no reason. But then I can go 52 volts, and I can go the BBS HD bottom bracket there instead, which will give me PAS. Yeah, I gotta think about that because, but then I can't use I can't do the 12 volt. Yeah, I need to think about this a little bit. Well, first thing I need to cool down a little bit. I'm a little bit antsy from this fire that I had here in terms of batteries. So yeah, so I'm gonna just monitor these things a little bit. I think I'm gonna try taking these apart and seeing if I can salvage any of these batteries. Cause yeah, so okay, that's the update. That was pretty bad. Battery fire. Here's the result of the battery fire. There, right there, pretty messed up. So yeah, be careful. Uh, I it's either a bad sell or just some type of there was play in it. So yeah, I think the way I'm gonna do it next is I'm just gonna make sure everything is really well padded, and then give it a yeah, then try to salvage it again. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I want to sell this now. That was pretty bad. Unless I figure out exactly what went wrong. Um, I feel like if I sell this, like that's kind of like a little bit disingenuous. Not disingenuous. It's not ethical to do that. But anyway, all right. I'm gonna try to salvage this stuff and see what happens.